They're the last two NFC West teams to raise the Lombardi. But whose hands are going to be raised after this one? Seahawks-Rams, it's rivalry week, and it kicks off next. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the SoFi Stadium booth. We've got the Seahawks and the Rams. Rivalry week is underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Well, Brock, the NFC West has a claim on one of football's toughest divisions the last quarter century. You know you played in it, and these two rivals earn much of the credit for that. The Hawks under Pete Carroll fighting at the top for over a decade, and then Sean McVay's Rams kind of rose up to meet him.
Kind of iron sharpening iron when I think of these two. They don't like each other very much. Been some star power with Aaron Donald and Russell Wilson in many of those battles, and oftentimes the winner of this matchup wins the West.
They get 19 on that pickup, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
A pistol snap. Darnold. Jumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Connection made to Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you, some money will follow. Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have 2nd down and 5. Play action now for Stafford. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Monday. Set. Waiting. And middle. Hey, 54.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Blue 60.
Trying for it with Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the first. Stafford now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense to the line fast.
Middle. Hey, move. Alert.
Stafford from the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
22.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pitting at their own 8. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Now Darnold. Varner's got it. Complete. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, But as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. Keep working that body. And eventually, you could take the will away from your opponent.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long. They're going to throw. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
32, ready. 250.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. He puts some juice on it. They connect on the deep shot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
First down throw here for Stanford. Throw finds his back. It's Corum. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Hey, 54. White.
Now Stafford to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
280. 70.
Now Stafford again. Has it at the 7. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal.
He goes set. 180. White 7. Back, please.
Corum. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Rams get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba, so it'll be 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 70! Set!
Second half starts with a run by Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He throws a bullet to the center of the big game downfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Give to Corum from the gun. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
2nd down run by Corum. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams throw the lead coming out of halftime. Kyron Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. They give here to the motion man. He dodges the tackle, and he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. The pistol snap. Darnold. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
We've set it downs from 37. First and 10. Darnold. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ready. Lady.
Give to Williams from the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Give to Corum on the draw. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th. And Brock, they are in control of that football. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
For him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with Corum. And they'll find that for a few. It's 3rd down.
Set. Move 60.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Lady!
Stafford gonna go on forward. That's cut beyond the marker. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Set! Lady! 53! Ready! Libra!
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Levis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. So now they have third and short. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, with more interceptions.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. Catch me the right side by Nakua. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams approaching win number 7 on the year. We've set it down from the 37. They'll get to Corum on the option. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Set.
They're going to pass it here. That's Cox. This is Terrence Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams have the 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Middle. Tighten on the ball.
They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And off to Corum out of his own lead. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Big 20.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Nakua. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one.